Raising altars for your prosperity. Life begins in spirit and manifests in the physical. So every sustainable structure we desire to create, be it a business, a career, or a family, is first born in the spirit before we can see its existence. This means that for us to create effectively, we must raise an altar for the things we want. We must recognize its spiritual reality before we can see it, touch it, and feel it. An altar is an atmosphere of honor that demonstrates our spiritual capacity to carry the things we desire. Raising an altar is about understanding the spiritual technologies that can support or destroy what we build. It is about preserving our creation and sustaining the legacy we have built. All things stand on an altar: your business, career, purpose, marriage, and children. Nothing sustainable is without an altar. Your altar becomes a portal through which you access the heavens to draw your desires to earth. It is a space of manifestation, wisdom and intuition, and divine direction. All altars must be serviced so that they remain effective and fruitful. And we must be intentional about how we service our altars so that we may sustain what we build. There are two principles to consider in raising an altar. The first is knowledge. For all structures that you want to create, you must seek knowledge. Knowledge is a powerful tool that not only gives you capacity, but it renews your mind so that you may align with what you want to build. When you raise an altar, you must create a sacred space of studying divine knowledge about what you want. Study its roots, its beliefs, values, and how it thrives. Whether it's a business, wealth, career, a family, or marriage, you have to be deliberate about understanding its origins and its intended purpose for humanity. Seeking knowledge creates spiritual capacity and connects you to your desires more effectively. The second principle is intentional action. Raising an altar requires calculated action. The knowledge we acquire must move us purposely in the direction of what we desire, either through planning, restructuring our lives accordingly, or connecting with others in the same path. Manifestation requires movement. We must be heading in the direction of our goals. And we must move in a planned, orderly, and structured way that aligns with our desires. So ask yourself these three questions. 1. What altar do the structures in your life stand on? Do you have the required spiritual capacity? 2. What altars do you need to raise for the different areas of your life, and what spiritual technologies can support or distract your building process? 3. How can you service or sustain your altars in order to shift into the next level, to change the dimension of your business, career, marriage, family, or children? And how do you sustain or service your altars? Altars are covenants, a space of divine dedication, spiritual strategy and commissioning, and a union with Source. Altars are the foundation, the sacred space of alignment. So you must always pour oil on your lamps to keep the altar burning. You maintain the standard of the altar by adopting the values, beliefs, and the discipline of each altar as a way of life. You must also understand which altars pour into each other, such as your career and purpose, or your marriage and children, because in such altars, when you neglect one altar, the other is affected. For example, when you neglect your marriage, the children suffer. Always remember, every sustainable system is built on an altar, and honoring your altars raises your prosperity, because you cannot build Eden with Babylon culture. Welcome to Eden.